If you want to see me create a look with these products, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and yes, we are going to do a look today. And I have to say that maybe I should have said bonjour instead of hello, because this look was inspired by a request from Metropolitan Kreyole. I'm not sure she says it in French or English, so I'm just going to say it as is, as a comment under one of my previous videos. I'll link that video right there. And what happened is I had hinted at the willingness to do a look with this color from Urban Decay, which is Relish, along with the Smashbox Be Legendary Lipstick. And I unfortunately do not have the name anymore. It's a sample and the name rubbed off somehow, but they are virtually a perfect match. And I thought it would be nice to do a look with them. Well, I decided to do a little Christmas in April, and I'm going to pair Relish with Acid Rain from Urban Decay. And I think that because Acid Rain is kind of a goldy green, kind of like a chartreuse, that this is going to be a very nice pairing. And on my shirt today, I have, I don't know if you can see, I have flowers, green and red. And I think that it's a match made in heaven. So let's get to it. If you are curious, as always, I like to talk a little bit about what's on my face, but everything that I have applied already and will apply in this video is in the description box. Now, given I'm using two shadows only here, I'm going to just do both eyes at the same time. It's going to be a pretty simple look today. And I just reached back for a mirror because the singles don't have a mirror, so here we go. And I'm going to go just from the outer to center lid. And if I need to darken or deepen, I should say, this red, I do have the Pat McGrath Platinum Bronze, the color Deep Velvet, that I will use with this. So we'll just see if I need it or not. But I have a feeling that this red, based on having used it before, will be plenty deep for this look. But I could stand corrected. I was going to dip into the Make Believe in Yourself palette. Haha, that would have been cute. All right, going back in. Just stamping on. I wasn't a big fan of that method, but you know what? It works for Emily Noel, and so how could it not work for me? So I'm trying it out. Just sweeping what's left on the brush a little bit higher up. I'm going to go into the inner part of the eye because that, or eyelid, because that is something I do every time. A little dark. Our eye shapes are all different, but for my eye shape, that works quite nicely. I think if you have a prominent brow, it just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of ties it all together. I like it. I like it a lot. Who says that? Who's the actor that says, I like it a lot? I can't remember. It's probably going to come to me in like 2 minutes. Now it's going to bug me as long as I don't remember who said that. Okay, so I just added some on my angled brush because I'm going to go down here and just stamp it along the outer lower lid. Okay, and then just kind of smoke it out a little bit, if it's going to let me. Okay, I don't mind that at all. I'm just going to bring that red a little bit further in, and I think I can keep using this brush. Just feel like I need to bring it in and layer over top that Acid Rain. Okay, I want to go a little bit deeper red, so I'm going to take a denser brush. And those first two brushes, by the way, were from a Sephora kit, 5-brush kit. Beige ferrule, not ferrule, but wand. And this one is from Smashbox, and it's the dense, I think, no, full coverage shadow brush. And I'm going to go back into Relish just with more product because I really want it to be deep on the outer lid, and I want to see if I can get it without going for another eyeshadow. When you've got a matte, you can usually really deepen the look without going for another shadow. We'll see. Okay, I'm liking that. I think that works nicely. Just going to take my crease brush again and just go over one more time here. Soften up any harsh line. And I like it. I like it. So let's do the other side. Again, going into Relish and packing it on the outer lid. Going to have to go a few times in there, I think. I didn't want to go into one of the folds in my eye. I wonder if I didn't quite set the primer enough right there. Weird, right? I don't know if you can see, it's not quite in there. I think I'm just going to leave that for the packer brush, otherwise I'm going to put too much of Relish all over. See that? I got a little bit of red right there. So I'm just going to grab a Q-tip and just clean that up. I'm not sure how I got that much red there. I guess it's when I was going up and down with the crease brush for the inner lid, the inner upper lid. Let's see here. Okay, I think I'm ready for that dense brush now. Back into Relish, obviously, and let's do some packing. Yeah, I think I had some moisture from the primer right in that fold because there's a little bit of patchiness with the red, which I did not have on the other side. A bit more. Try to even that out a little bit. Okay, that's better. And I'm just going to even out here so that we don't have any kind of weird line. And did I go as far on both sides? Looks like it. So now I'm going to take my angled brush again and take care of the lower lash line, stamping again. And getting into the lower lid. Yeah, evening out both sides. I'm just going to go back into, I have too many brushes in my hands here. I'm just going to go back into my crease brush and just get a little bit more red out here to match the other side. And back to my angled brush to diffuse a little bit right here to match. Okay, I like this. It's obviously intentional, but it looks kind of vampy at the same time, even though it's not a smoky eye. Well, it's a smoky eye with red, but just not a smoky eye with kind of charcoal or deep brown. I just like this red a lot. And for green eyes, it tends to make them pop, at least in my opinion. And since I have this Make Believe in Yourself palette, I think I'm going to use the highlighter here as my brow bone highlight. So let's do that. Spur of the moment decision. And I'm going to use the Smashbox contour shadow brush. And no particular reason. I have 3 of these brushes, 2 from Sephora, 1 from Smashbox. It's just the one I picked up first. And I'm putting just a little bit on the brush. And just a long just under the brow bone. And other side, any kind of highlighter would do. I'm not super fussed when it comes to brow bone highlight. Okay, brow bone highlight done. We'll see if I go inner corner. I'm not sure with that. But we're going to now go to Acid Rain. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the lipstick first. I usually do lipstick last, but somehow I feel like I need to balance this out sooner than later because right now it just looks like red eyes, right? So let's put this one on. And I really wish I could tell you the color. It literally, see the little corner right here? The name got ripped off, just the little corner. I have no idea how that happened. And I almost dropped this palette. Holy cow. Okay, let's put the lipstick on. Not as good of a match as I was hoping. I think the lipstick is a little bit cooler than the Relish, so I think it looked better as a match in the pan, but on the eye it looks like a different red. So it's probably having to do with this red being on my skin as opposed to just being in the pan. Who knows? But we're committed. I'm going to stay with this look and we're going to go into Acid Rain next. And just a reminder, here is Acid Rain, a nice chartreuse color. And we're going to use my favorite brush for inner lid, which is the Multitasker brush from Smashbox. I love this brush. It is a three-sided or pyramidal brush, and it is my partner in crime when I'm doing some nice inner lid work. So there we go. Got it on my brush, and we're going to stamp it on. Now, if I really wanted Acid Rain to pop, I would have put a white base underneath, but today I want it to be softer because otherwise it's going to, I think, overpower the red, which someone might think that that's not really possible, but I do. I really think it could. So let's be kind here. I'm going to put some on my ring finger and just accentuate the inner lid and then spread it out to 2/3 of the lid. And there we go. So let's do the other side. I'm not usually obsessed about matching my clothing, but today figured it would work since I'm wearing a like edgy look and a tattoo inspired shirt. That works. Okay, nice. And now again with the finger, stamping what I've already done and going to 2/3. I knew I'd get transfer on the lower lid because it was an awkward position. I'll clean that up in a minute. I like the effect. It's like, it's very gradual, so Acid Rain is not super opaque unless you do enough of a layering. And it still lets the red shine through, and I'm really liking it. It almost looks like a multichrome, and I'm hoping you can see what I see. It's really neat, and I love this color. I really do. It's beautiful. Okay, let me do a little bit of cleanup here, and then we'll talk about how I'm going to finish the look. Okay, so here's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Clinique Pretty Easy Liquid Eyelining Pen. It's going to be my first time using it. You can't even see the writing, but this is what the tip looks like. And it looks like I've never used this. Oh my, nice and precise. I'm looking forward to that. And also the Clinique High Impact Mascara. You can't see any of the writing, so let me just show you the wand. This is what it looks like. And I also have never used this mascara. So I'm going to use those two, and I think I'm going to refresh my upper waterline with this guy. And let me find a lower lash line liner. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use an Urban Decay liner. Let me just find one and I'll be right back. Okay, so I tried out two liners from Urban Decay. This top one is Stash. Can you see? There we go. This one is Stash and this one is Mildew. And I think Stash looks better for the look that we have. I think it matches better with Acid Rain. So I will put that on my lower lash line waterline. And then we talked about the other pencils. I will do all that stuff and be right back. Okay, let's just go over what it is that I used off camera. I did certainly use Stash on the lower lash line waterline. I used Urban Decay Zero on my upper waterline, and as you can tell, I use it a lot. And next is this 01 Black Clinique Pretty Easy liquid liner, and I used it on my inner to center lid, and then I thought, this is going really well, so I did a wing. I don't really do wings these days because other than the Stila Stale Day waterproof, I've been using pretty crappy liners, and this one inspired me to do a wing, so that tells you I like it. The one thing I did notice though is that it did bleed a little bit right on my inner lid, and I think it's done. I kind of wiped it away and just started over, and it didn't do it a second time. And I think it's just because it's brand new and it's really, really liquidy. I don't think that that's going to be a problem over the full use of this, but I will be very careful where I apply the felt tip the next time around. And it does look like, is it a felt tip? Well, it looks like a brush tip. It's a brush tip. I stand corrected. Brush tip. Does it say on here? Should be a brush tip. No, it doesn't say. Anyway, doesn't matter. It looks like it's a brush tip. And I also used the mascara from Clinique, and this one again is the High Impact Mascara. I don't agree with the title. Now, it is my first time using it, and mascaras are more liquidy than they are going to be kind of in the middle of its use. I had to put 3 coats on to get the effect that I wanted. I don't normally have to do that with mascara. Usually 2 does it. I have very long, pretty significant lashes naturally, so I don't usually need to do a whole lot, but to have to put 3 coats, this was at least just as I've cracked it open, because this is my first time using it, I was a little surprised that it took that much effort. So that's what I'll say for now. Will definitely have different opinions, views, whatever, as I use these 2 products and get familiar with them. I also used the All-Nighter Setting Spray, which is my usual setting spray these days. Now, officially, that is it. You are aware of everything that is on my face. And like I said, description box. And description box also includes whatever I have on my nails if you're curious there as well. So, Metropolitan Kreyole or Kreyole Metropolitan. I hope you enjoyed this video, and everyone else, of course. Let me know what you think of the look in the comments. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you agree with what I've noticed so far or not? I would love to hear. Let's have a little discussion. And with that, I will say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.